Krishna Krishna Bhaktaya Angashami Yavito Mandi Kratendira Jaram Jagutarata Sampatam Barasasya Sriyam Vrindavan Nivasinam Vidila Saddama Vyamodaram Radha Skanda Niveshita Pujvala Puja Dhyayam Damodara Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadha Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare. So first of all I offer pranams to our Gurudev Om Vishnupad Dandi Swami Sabhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, our old Rupanuga Guru Varga, all devotees, Dandavat pranams. So, Itadvik Swali Labir Anand Kunde Swagosham Nimajantam Akyapayam. What has led to this situation for Krishna? He's being accused of being a thief. Now he's being pursued by the law enforcement elements. Well, we cannot say we did not warn him. This has been going on for quite a while. And one cause was Balaram. One time Balaram and all suckers, again, transcendental apartheid, making jokes. Kanaya, how come you are so black? Mother is white, whitish. Father is whitish. How you are black? Krishna again could not do the maths, having not studied biology. So he went to his mother, actually went home, began packing his bags, a few spare flutes, 1 or 2 ladus, and began heading out the door. Then Mother Yasoda caught him, what's going on? Where are you going? I'm going to find my real home. Then Mother Yasoda also smiling, but also a little shocked. What's happening? Oh, Balaram said, I am not from here. I am adopted. How? Why I'm so black? Then Krishna put his arm against his mother. See the difference? This is proof I am not your son. Well, otherwise, own son. Anyway, so Mother Yasoda smiled. Oh, Kanaya, you don't know the truth. But you came in our old age. We are more than 50, so much even white hair came in the top branches. But still no child. So we worshipped the Shalagram. We worshipped Lord Narayan. We offered him many things. And what color is the Shalagram? Then Krishna knows, Shalagram is black. So because we're always eating the remnants of the Shalagram, and you came by the mercy of the Lord Narayan, therefore you're black. Then Krishna became very happy. Yes, now I understand. But if I keep eating in this house, I'll become more black. He decided, I will not take any more here, I will start to eat outside. Then maybe I become a little bit more like Balaram. So Krishna began his activities of stealing. Of course, this is one cause, but Krishna doesn't just have one mother. He has thousands and thousands, millions and millions, aunties, grandmothers, who can count? And all are cooking not for their own children, they are cooking for Krishna. Therefore, Krishna not accept that offering how he feels sad, how they feel sad. So for the happiness of the devotees, in the morning Krishna comes out, and by his yoga maya, he expands into millions of Ladu Gopals. Millions of baby Krishnas. Sometimes when you go in these shops and you see like 200 baby Krishnas, like in the shops they're selling. So hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Gopals. But nobody knows Yogamaya is so wonderful. Nobody knows there's hundreds of Krishnas. Each gopi thinks Krishna is only coming to my house because I have that special affection for him. And Krishna is not alone as Balaram, especially Sridham, Subal, All one group is there. Not one group, one army. And they go house to house plundering. It's said in Sri Sam, with mood of opulence, devotees chanting so many mantras after archana, perfect pronunciation, so many mudras, Bhagavan taking or not. But Brijavasi, no offering, not even giving, but Krishna snatching. Such is the quality of their affection. It said, a Vaishnav, if a non-devotee gives anything to Bhagavan, he never even looks at it. A Vaishnav deha nahdeki nahi chai. What to speak of looking at it, Krishna, what to speak of desiring it, Krishna never even looks at it. So, Krishna is not greedy just for food. Just before the Mahabharata war, after the marriage of Uttara Devi, the mother of Parikshit, Krishna and Balaram went there. We went there this year to Biratnagar. Right? Krishna and Balaram also went there for the marriage of, who did she marry? Uttara and? Huh? No. Abhimanyu. So Krishna and Balaram went for the marriage. Yes, you're right. Uttara and Abhimanyu. So that was before Mahabharata war. So Krishna and Balaram were invited. That time all the kings who were favored to the Pandavas also came. So they were deciding there should be war. There is no other choice, there must be war. So Krishna went as a messenger. Some people blame Krishna for the Mahabharata war. Something is there, but Krishna also has displayed his neutrality. He went there as Shanti Dut, as a messenger of peace. And finally he requested, just give us 5 villages, give 5 villages to the Pandavas. Then Duryodhana said, I won't give enough land to push a pin into. So really Krishna was to blame for Mahabharata. So Krishna went there. At that time, Hastinapur was the center of the earth planet, because the king was living there. So Krishna went there, and Duryodhana was a great politician. So he arranged a great welcome, a swagat for Krishna, swagatam Krishna. So everywhere he had banners printed, Jai Shri Krishna. Like so many bands he played, make some noise. So when Krishna entered the city, then such a welcome had not been given to anyone before. Because Duryodhana thought there's 4 ways to control someone. One is by sam, one is by glorification. Too much glorify someone, that person becomes so much favorable to you. If that doesn't work, then give some bribe, pakoras, samosa. So such a welcome was there, but Krishna not looking at any of it. No. Instead, he looking again and again, where is Vidura? Then Vidura had already been rejected by Duryodhana as dust, neglected. So Vidura was like unemployed, no position, low family, but Krishna was looking, where is my devotee Vidura? And Krishna caught his hand and brought him on the chariot. So much respect. So when he entered the palace, then Duryodhana, of course, was king of the world. That means that he had cooks from the entire world there. Italians, Chinese, whatever country is famous for cooking. No Germans or English were invited. But those countries which are famous, the cooks of the whole world were there cooking. What to speak of Russian cooks? So many wonderful preparations. And you can imagine, king of the world, no expense was spared. Hundreds of preparations. What you can imagine, what you cannot imagine. All cooked in ghee and... Because Duryodhana had also heard Krishna's Leela, but with his own mentality. He thought, Krishna, very greedy fellow. He cannot control his tongue at all. He hearing Krishna stealing from childhood. Deva Krishna defaming himself by stealing a little bit of butter. Imagine, or some buttermilk, imagine what he'll do for some pakoras and samosas. He'll easily sell his friends. But when Krishna saw this huge offering and he had traveled a long way, Viratnagar is not close. Viratnagar to Delhi. Even you fly, it takes 2 hours. So must be Krishna was hungry, tired. But when he saw the offering, he not took even a peanut, nothing. He said, Duryodhana, in eating there's 3 rules. The first rule is hunger. Does Bhagavan really have hunger? He has Satchidananda body, he has no hunger, thirst. The 18 defects in a human being, Maharaj mentioned yesterday, these are not present in Bhagavan. Hunger, thirst, sleep, depression, anger, lust, greed, fickleness, depression, fear. None of these things are in Krishna. He's showing for Lila, but in Tattva, they're not there. So Krishna has no hunger and thirst. So the first rule is hunger. I am not hungry. The second rule is affection. Someone has so much affection for you, even if you're not hungry, they give you something, you'll take. And third rule, you hate my devotees, you hate the Pandavas. I cannot take you. So he said, I will take lunch in the house of Vidura. So Krishna left. Then Vidura was panicking because Vidura knows how poor is Vidura. Vidura was so poor, in his house there were no mouse, nothing to eat, or migrated to different neighborhoods. Nothing to eat. So Vidura was thinking, at least take a doggy bag from here. We can eat something. There is nothing in my house. And when he came there, then Vidurani, Vidura's wife, with so much vatsalya, she welcomed Krishna. But what to feed what to feed him? She ran in the back and took some bananas. Those bananas were not ripe, green. Whoever's eaten a green banana knows how terrible. But she didn't, so she peeling those bananas, and she's so much intoxicated, the skin she giving to Krishna. And the inside, the fruit, she throwing out the window. But Krishna will not look at that, what is given. He'll look at the affection. He eating the green banana. 1, 2, 3. Vidura came. Mad woman, what you're doing? You do not give the skin, you give the fruit. Then Vidurani came to sense. Oh, little seeing what I'm doing. She gave the fruit, Krishna eating the fruit, but Krishna said, Vidura, what you're doing? Before that skin have so much taste, so much affection, now not so much taste. So Krishna is, anyway, in Tattva that is Krishna. So non-devotee give anything, Krishna never look. What to speak of desiring that thing. But someone have too much affection, then Krishna develop. But someone have too much desire to feed Krishna, Krishna become hungry. Right? Someone have too much desire to dance, then Krishna, who is Atmaram, he wants to perform Ras Lila. Krishna always act according to our devotion. That's why the Thakurji remains silent to us. Why is he not speaking to us? Why is he not moving? Why is he not eating? Because we have no real desire to serve, so he stays like that. But someone has so much desire to serve, then Krishna become hungry. Krishna, we have too much desire to make Krishna happy by talking, then Krishna will talk to us. But we're much too busy talking with our friends and relatives. We have no time for talking with Krishna. So, Krishna, what to speak of offering, Brijbasi have so much affection, even if they do not offer, Krishna has to steal it. This is bad reputation for Krishna, but this increased the glories of the Brijbasis. So this so-called fault of being Makan Chor, for that Krishna became glorious. Makan Chor. If you call someone a thief, they give you a slap. But Makan Chor, this name, this gives so much glories to Krishna. How much he is Bhakta Batsal, how much affectionate for the devotee. Even he don't care too much his own reputation, he cares for the glories of the devotee, satisfying the devotee. So Krishna with his army, he's moving house to house, plundering. Brijabasi complaining to Mother Yasoda, but inside they feel too much ecstasy, too much happiness. And also they're complaining why Yasoda ji, she cannot see all these leelas. Yasoda is just one thing. What's in front of her, she sees that. But Brijabasi want to tell her the other Harikatha, all these other leelas. They're not complaining, they're speaking Harikatha. So Yasoda become also too much blissful hearing that. But complaints are pouring in, right? Millions of Krishnas, how much doing? Millions of complaints coming. One complaint, maybe you not believe. Two, doubtful, but millions coming in, there must be some truth to it. So gopis, they want to also hide their lila, hide their butter. So we heard they're hiding in dark room, but Krishna, with the effulgence of his body and jewels, they're finding that butter and plunder. They're making human ladders, some strong gopa on the bottom, another one there and Krishna on the top plundering that butter. And they cannot reach, then they take a long stick, chop, and that butter dripping out. Sometimes the gopis also catching Kanaya. Not only Yasoda chasing Krishna, other gopis also chasing. So sometimes they're catching him, sometimes Krishna escaping. Like gopis thinking Krishna too much plundering, still awake there, Prema, hang in there. Only 27 days left or whatever. So some gopis putting their husbands or their brothers or their enjoy, you guard this. Because making butter is a lot of work actually. You have to milk the cow, make the yogurt, then churn. It's not so easy. Like now, just go to the supermarket. So the gopis, sometimes they put their husbands there to guard. So one gopa, he's there on one bed guarding the butter room. But hard to stay awake if you're in a lying position. So sleep came. Kanaya came, they saw this gop there. So they went under the bed, so much eating. Then Krishna, very clever, he took some butter and that gop is sleeping. But Krishna put on his mustache very softly. And of course, then they run. So when the gopis come, you're stealing my butter, then Krishna pointing to the gop who have this, he don't know, you cannot see your own mustache. This covered in white butter. Then I am not stealing, your own husband is stealing. Then too much shame, that husband also feels shame. He is also like the father of Krishna. He feels shame, gopi also feels shame. It's like this. So this shame is embedded in the Krishna conscious movement. Don't underestimate a good shame. So in this way, Krishna do many things. One time, one gopi caught him directly. Oh, we are giving many complaints to Yasoda, but she not believe. So now we will show, we caught you red-handed. So she grabbing the wrist of Krishna and pulling towards Nanda Baba, Chodasika. Then Krishna is saying, oh mother, your grip is like iron. My hand is very soft. At least take the other hand. The gopi said, am I some fool? I know, as soon as I let go, you will run. Then Krishna said, first catch the other hand, then you can release it. So gopi says, fair enough. But gopi is covered because married women cannot just walk here and there. They always cover themselves. So clearly what's going on, she cannot see. So this gopi have one son. So he's a little younger than Krishna. So can I? Come here. Village. So this boy came, and this gopi thinks she's catching Krishna's hand, but she's catching her own son. Then Krishna ran to the back, ran into his room, and pretended to sleep. Then this gopi came, oh mother, oh Yasoda, look, we are telling you every day, but you don't believe. See, we have captured your son red-handed. Then Yasoda come, and then the gopi whip off the cloth, just like when the criminals go to court, they cover their faces, no, because too much shame. So Krishna covering that boy, Krishna covered his face, no one could see who it was. So when that mother whipped off the cloth, she saw her own son, right? So that time, how much shame she feel, how embarrassed. She made a big drama and all false. And that time Krishna, how clever, he come out from his room. Oh, mother, I'm very tired. I just woke up. Or what is all this shouting? As if I'm very innocent. Then Gopi see that. Then what she feel? Then Gopi becomes so much red-faced. Other gopis also laughing at her. Then Krishna said to her, you do this again, I come as your husband. He also give like this because Madhurya Rasa is also there. Don't think Krishna is a child, all these things he not know, because he is Bhagavan. So anyway, this many, many lila he doing. Sometimes the gopi sneaking behind and catching Krishna's hand in the butter pot. What you're doing, you're stealing my butter. Krishna turned around, his face covered by butter. Because child, when eating, they know it all goes here. Oh, you are stealing my butter? I am not stealing your butter. Why your hand is in the pot? What are you doing there? Then Krishna said, Gopi, you are very suspicious. You should be more simple-hearted. I was walking out here, I saw a big line of ants. I thought, what's going on? I followed the line of ants. I saw a big line of ants going into this butter pot. An ant is quite acidic. If ant die, his acid goes into the butter. It's spoiled. So I'm picking out these ants one by one to save your butter. Gopi too much laughing because small child can say anything. No one, one special thing about a child, no matter what they say, no one take any offense. They have one mystic power. Like if child says, you are very ugly, everyone laugh. No one become angry. So Krishna gives such an answer that Gopi is too much impressed how intelligent he is. Then Gopi said, okay, maybe I believe you, but how butter come here? And Krishna said, this is hard work, taking out these ants. No, so some perspiration's coming naturally on. Then Gopi laughing, because one thing about Krishna, you see him, you forget what offense he did. Radhika says that. No? One thing about Krishna, no matter what he's doing, as soon as I see him, I forget. No, that is nature. That is nature of Krishna. No? Anyway, one time did he say, Damodara Maharaj do anything, but as soon as I see, I also forget. Anyway, I thought that was funny. So Krishna have that power. Gopis see him, he's so sweetly smiling. Of course, gopis have no anger. They have prem, but they also laugh and forget everything. Anyway, so these many pastimes. One time Krishna, Balaram, how to reach the pot, then Balaram holding the calf, then Krishna climbing on one calf to reach the pot. So just as he reached the pot, then that calf has his own mind. Then he threw Balaram by his head and ran. Then Krishna is hanging on that butter pot, which is by rope on the ceiling. Then Krishna is crying, Balaram cannot do anything because Kanhaiya is so much in the air. Oh, help me. Then Balaram run. No. Greater love hath no man than to sacrifice his brother. Balaram become afraid because he's already caught. So Balaram run. Then Krishna swinging in the air, crying, oh, help me, save me, oh, mother. Then all gopis come, they see fat Kanhaiya swinging. Then gopis too much laughing. How you got up there? Did Trinavad carry you up there? How you got there? Gopis know everything. Are you stealing butter? No, it's not like that. Then Gopi said, some punishment should be there. So you stay up there 1-2 hours. That is your punishment. No, please help me, please help me. Then this all gives so much bliss to the Braja Gopis. They think that, they speak that to someone else. So itadrik swalilya bir ananda kunde. Swagosham nimajantam akya payantam. So by these many pastimes, Krishna giving so much happiness to the Brijbasis. And not Brijbasis, those who hear this pastime also will become Brijbasi. No, it said, Bhagavatam, Anugrahaya Bhaktanam Manusam Deyam Asvita Bhajita Tata Sakritva Shrutva Tadpad Barobhave. Krishna says, why I come to this world to do my lila. What Krishna doesn't know, 5,300 years ago, Dev from Petersburg will come. You know? If we come and cannot hear these pastimes, how our minds will remember Krishna, how we become fixed on Krishna. If we never heard of Krishna, how can we become fixed on it? You cannot think of something you have never experienced or heard about. So, by this way, the Brijbasis get so much happiness. And who hear about these pastimes, they will also become Brijbasis. As long as they stay awake in class, they will become Brijbasis. So these very charming pastimes, you cannot see Vaikuntha, Ayodhya, Dwarka. You cannot see anything. These things only Braj. No, Swagosham. Krishna not doing these pastimes with the queens of Dwarka or anyone else. These pastimes only for Brijbasi. I'll tell one thing. One time, Maharaj told this many years ago. These Braj Leela are only possible in Braj with Brajabasi, not other person. So after Krishna went to Dwarka, married 16,108 queens, the queens also hearing Braj Katha. They're hearing. Rohini speaking, Balaram speaking, Uddhav speaking after he came back. They're hearing all this. Kunti saw this Katha, even we are hearing about it. Why not residents of Dwarka? So all queens hearing Ras Leela. What is Ras Leela? Ras Leela is wonderful. They hear. So one, they asking Krishna doing Ras Leela with the gopis, then why not us? We are married, we also have right. So they ask Kanaya one time, Krishna, Prabhu, what is Ras Leela? If you love us, you also do Ras Leela with us. Kanaya what to do? Someone too much wants, then Krishna also, but some things even not possible. So Krishna explained, well, Ras Leela, it's not that complicated. I just blow my flute in the middle of the night and everyone comes running. So the queens of Dwarka, well, we can do that. No problem. Okay, tonight's the night. Tonight will be Ras Leela. I won't, I'll just go to the middle of the garden. I'll play my flute like midnight and you'll come running. Okay. So middle of the night, Krishna went to fulfill their desire. He playing flute. Then all queens hear the flute. They wake up. But how can I go? I'm still in my night dress. How can I go? My makeup is not there. How can I go to a husband without bindi, without tilak? So gopis went in the bathroom, taking bath, changing clothes. Not gopis, sorry, the queens. The queens of Dwarka, queens cannot just run outside. Queen means queen. So much marjada, so much respect. They have big position. So in the bathroom changing, all this, doing their hair, makeup, everything, changing dress. Krishna's like 2-3 hours, come on. Sunrise, but still they're not gone. Then some queens ready, they come out of their room, but they saw Vasudev's father-in-law. They felt shame, so they went back in their rooms. How can they? Father-in-law asked, what are you doing? Where are you going? Queens in the middle of the night. What answer they give? So out of shame of being seen, they stayed in their rooms. Sunrise came. Krishna there, his own bumpsy butt in Dwarka. So these pastimes, only in Braj, only Brijavasi can do like that. Give up everything. So itadrik swalila bira ananda kunda. Therefore, when someone asks, what is your gotra? Then we say, Achut Gotra. We are the family of Krishna. So by all this katha, by mercy of sadhus, we will become Brijavasi. According to our mood, some das, some sak, some vatsalya, some maduras, but we'll become Brijavasi. Therefore Mahaprabhu told all this to Raghunath Goswami. Mone nija siddhadeha koriya bhavan. Always think like that. I am Brijavasi. According to your ras, you always think like that. And day and night serve Krishna in Vrindavan. So we have to develop that greed, and to slowly develop that bhajan. Even in this life, become Brijavasi. So we have to identify with our Guru Parampara. One time, someone asked Gurudev many years ago, where are you from? Are you from Bihar? Where are you from? Guru Maharaj said, I am not Bihari, I am Bengali. Because my father, my Guru is Bengali. So I am also Bengali. Means Guru Maharaj so much identified. Actually see, Bengali, Gurudev is not Bengali. But how much he mixing with Bengali, how much mixing, they never think Gurudev is some separate thing. Like Gurudev with Brijavasi, how mixing with Brijavasi, how speaking Brijavasi, not think Gurudev some outside person. Anyone who saw Gurudev and his Brijavasi disciples, so affectionate. So we also have to become like that. I am Russian, I am Australian. No, have to forget that. So one time I said to Gurudev, I told that thing to him. And Gurudev said, yes, it's true. And I said, does that mean I'm Bihari? And Gurudev said, why? Because my father is from Bihar, that means I'm Bihari. And Gurudev laughed. I'm not Bihari, main Bihari ka hu. Come on, Shama, 30 years in India, you don't know that. Bihari means Krishna, Vinod Bihari. So I am not Bihari, I belong to Bihari. It means Vinod Bihari. So Gurudev always so rasik. In 1 second he always gives this type of answer. So anyway, we have to also become Brijbasi. No. So not possible we're here with Brijbasi, we're in Vrindavan, at least 1 month become. Anyway, Yatadrik Swalila Birananda Kunda. So Brijbasi have so much good fortune there, witness of these lila. They're not just witness, they are like ingredients of the lila. And Swagosham Nimajantamakiyabaya. By this he gives so much bliss. So when we're hearing these lilas, Naraswari, at least we can stay away a little. Okay, we're not feeling blissful, but at least we can stay awake. Go Prema. Expelled to Dwarka. Go Premanandi.